Okay, this is I believe the 17th in the series of video on the techniques for developing a workload tracker or work RVU tracker for physicians. It was during the last video that, for those of you who've been following along, that we worked on FRM main and created and put in the tabs. Since the last video, I've just done some stylistic things, no substantive changes to speak of. I added one more tab, which I think we've shown you how to do fairly easily. You can, in the layout view, you can click here and just do insert page, and a new page will appear, and then you use your property sheet to name a new, if you would, let's give it page 42, a new caption. Okay, the other thing that we talked about in the last video, let me go to form view, is this little blinking cursor here. This represents a text field which will allow for jumping around when you do, when you click on a button, it won't automatically jump back to the first form or first page of the tab sheet. So I've entered in some buttons. Some of them work and some of them don't. The next thing I'd like to do is to show you a way that you can keep a space on in the data sheet that you can easily go to with a click of a button, copy the XML text for a button, and then do the copy and paste and create buttons within less than a minute. I would say you can create a new button if so desired. All right, and so with that in mind, let's do this. We'll create a new table, and we'll just save it. Call it anything but TBL copy, seems good. And we can go to the design view, and auto number is fine. We can do another field. We'll call it, okay, I'm a macro action. And we'll make that, instead of a short text, we'll make it a long text. It may be more than the 255 characters of the short text, so we can keep it long text. And then we'll have another one we'll just call memo action, memo note, macro memo. All right, fair enough. And we'll save that and go to the datasheet view. And what are we going to put in there? We're going to make three, for our purposes, we're going to make three, we're going to copy three XML texts. So the first one, 99244, it's been kind of our example button. Go to the Events tab, click on the on-click embedded macro ellipsis. It'll bring up our macro steps. Control A puts them in the select view. Control C copies them, close it. Go to our TBL copy. It's the table we just created. Right-click and paste. All right, now we can write our own memo, and we'll call this our E&M tab. I want to write M&M. E and M tab. Good. Okay, we can save that. Go back to our Office procedure, and the one that we've been using as our example is the 10021. And bring this up, make sure you can see it. Embedded macro, click on the ellipsis, Control A to select, Control C to copy. And for those of you paying attention, the only thing that's different between the last one we copied is the TXT1. close, go back to our TBL copy, put the cursor bar under macro action, right click and paste. And we'll call this Office Proceed Pro tab. I'll make it shorter. Okay. Save. And we'll go back to our macro actions, go to the operative procedure, and actually we'll need to create a tab for this, so and hopefully it'll work. So we go to the parotted, we'll just do a parotted, and we'll have to remember the number 42414, and go to the events tab, macro builder, Control V, 42414, and change this to text 2. Save and close. Save in form view, and let's just see if it works. No, okay. Generated an error. Maybe I wrote it down, 42415, okay. Hence, that's the explanation. Let's delete that record. 42415. The layout view, 42415. Save and close. Save in form view. Check it out again. Okay, it worked that time. Day, date, CPT, description, RVU value, and the dollar amount. Okay, but that's our purpose is to, let's go back to it, copy it for our own purpose. Control A, Control C, close, go back to TBL, and paste it in here, and we'll call it Op Proceed PRO tab. Okay, so this should become pretty obvious in a minute here while we're doing this. So I made a table with, we can save and close this. I've made a table with 3 fields, okay? And based on this table, save and close, we will make a new form. So I'll highlight this, and I'll go to the Create tab, and actually it might be easier just to make a blank form. And when you make a blank form, field list comes up so you can show the tables that you could use to base your form on. And the form we want to base it on is the ID. We can bring that over. We want to bring over the, okay, we want to do this in, let's do this in design view. I think we'll have a lot easier time with it. So we can make that smaller, bring this one over, and make it like that, and we can make this one a little bigger. And this one, we probably don't even need the ID, but we'll leave it on there. This one we can put here, drag it over here. Make sure we got plenty of room. And they're going to ask us to name it. We can call it FRM copy. And let's say OK, and we'll look at it, and then we can do some more things. Okay. So here you have you have 3 records, and you can, here's your navigation. You can march through the records. So record number 1 is for tab number 1, the NM tab. Record number 2 is for the Office. Record number 3 is for the Pro tab. So good. Let's bring up our the property sheet and make some changes to the form. Kind of the standard things. that we do. Get rid of the navigation record selector and the navigation buttons, and we can go to the detail section and give it a background appearance, something different. That's not bad, kind of stands out. We can make our own navigation buttons. Go to Design View, and this is kind of easy because we can use our wizard. So here we're on a form, so let's go to our form operations, and what do we want to do? We want to, what do we want to do? Record operations, record navigation. Go to next, record navigations, okay, that's fine. Go to next record, yeah, that's good. And we'll say okay. And it has a little picture like this. Next, finished. Okay. We can do that again. Get another button. And do record navigation. And we can ask for go to the previous record. And all's good. So it's a way to jump around on things. Color I'm already not liking, so let's change the detail, something else. Okay, that's not bad. Save in form view, and let's just check it out. You have to go to a specific record. Okay, so we're at the first record. 1, 2. If you go one more, it's going to give you the default, but you're at the first record. And we might even want to make this box a little bit bigger. You can always drag your palette down a little bit. There's no reason not to make it bigger. Form view. Even bigger. Property sheet up. That should be big enough. And it isn't. Okay, we'll make it wider. Design view. Click on this button. You know what? We don't even need this. Let's get rid of that. How big can we go? All right. Let's see how that looks. That's better. Okay. So now you could, as a scroll bar, you can copy, right click and copy. And this is for the E&M. You could copy this. And you know what? We need to put another button on here. Let's go to Design View. And we need a Return to Main button. Grab this and put a button here. Go to Form Operations, Open Form, next. What form do we want? FRM Main, next. And we can give it a name. We'll just call this one Main. Next. CMD Main. You don't have to do that. We will anyway. Okay, so we'll give a Main button. And we might want to just do our little thing. We make them all the shortest. Align them to the top. Make it look a little better. Save and form view. Okay. So let's do this all over again. Let's blacken that, copy that, go to main, and let's pick 99241. See if I can remember the number. 99241. We'll go to the layout view, click here, go to the events tab, 99241, Control V, 99241. Change the 4 to a 1, save and close, save and form view, and let's click here, and we just created a 99241. Okay, so let's try the same thing for about 69210. Okay, so we can actually put another button on, because we need a button to go to a, and we'll go to design, place a form operation, open form, next. What form do I want to open? Form copy, next. Open the form, find a specific data display. Open the form, show all records, yes. And we'll call this COPY, easy enough, and finish it off. And we'll put it right about there. Save and form view. So, where are we at? Oh, Saruman. So we're going to copy the XML text that is an Office procedure. So we'll click here and we'll go to Office Procedure tab and copy all that, go back to main, return to our layout view, go to our ellipsis, make sure you can see it on the form, our ellipsis, macro builder, Control V, oh boy, I forgot it, no, I forgot our code. Okay, save and close, 69210, 69210, save and close, save and form view. And it works. Saruman removal has now been listed. I notice I'm getting a little squunched here on the form, so we can easily fix that. Let's just get rid of our, and go down below here and drag this over. Let's give ourselves plenty of room. Good. Save and form view. There we go. Okay, we can do it one more time. Let me check something here. Did we do parotid already? Let me bring up our property sheet. There is an embedded macro. Yes, there is already an embedded macro. Close that one. Let's pick a different one then. We can do septoplasty 30520. How about that one? And let's do this in order. Form view, we'll go to copy, go to Office procedure, scroll to the bottom, copy all of this, return to our main form, and we will return to the layout view, click on your septoplasty 30520. Save and close, save in form view. So we'll click on here and see if we generated a septoplasty. Very good. Okay. So this might have run a little long, but I wanted to get all these points in where you can, by way of review here, you can make 3 forms in MTab, or 3 records on a new form called FRM copy. And for each one of them, you can scroll to it, copy it, return to your main form, and based on the tab corresponding tab, you can copy that and then paste that into the button. All right, well, thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you in the next video.